Yo, what's the deal, man? It's Gas here, and it's the real thing.
What's up, guys? It's AnVe, and today I am not Mr. Northtown's finest, and we're going to get into that for a little bit, but we're back at it with another episode of the Real Thing podcast presented to you by the Creative Genius Studios. And the reason I said that earlier is because I'm with the real Mr. Northtown's finest. Today we have a very, very special guest. We have an entrepreneur, an athlete, an engineer, a connoisseur, a music connoisseur, innovator, and a philanthropist, some might say. We have Gas in the building.
What's the big old deal, man?
Yes. We got the sound checking the headphones, but how you
Thanks for
doing
having
today?
me, bro.
How
I
you doing
appreciate
today,
it.
man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Big chilling, man. Big chilling. I got no complaints.
Yeah, man. The reason I say the real Mr. Northtown's finest here is, man, you do so much for the community and like the city of Northtown. And for the longest, I thought me and you connected in 2019 when I was coming to the Alexander location and recording with Austin. But turns out you and I met a couple years prior when you were a part of the trio program and you came down to Sedway.
Sedway, damn.
Yeah, I was there with you.
Sheesh. Yeah,
So,
I was
yeah.
mentoring during that time, man. And I was a math tutor, mentor, working with Gear Up.
Yep.
Damn. That was like right after football.
Oh, right after.
Yeah. I had
Wow.
just came back from the NFL. I got cut from San Diego.
Uh-huh.
That's when I really decided to like go straight into music full time. And so I was working that job and another job at Clark County's gang intervention. Yeah, so I was doing both of those. That was like my morning job.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Tell
what's
me
up.
about that, the experience with the gang intervention.
So, one, it was a dope experience, bro. Very malleable experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really shaped me and helped me become the person I am, right? They brought me in to be like, kind of like a mentor, but also like an engineer producer in a program that was called the MIC program. This music inspiring change, right? So, the head person there at the time, Alex Bernal, was also an old coach of mine. He was over the program. He was the lead. Him and my guy Melvin Ennis. Shout out Beetle, man. Rest in peace. Yeah, he brought me in, man. He was like, I know you do your music, man. We got a studio here at the Pearson Center. And it was like a closet, on some hustle and flow vibes.
Yeah.
A little bit more upscale, but the closet was small as hell. And the point was to connect with kids that did music. And these kids are like, already juvenile justice impacted, gun charges, home invasions, robberies and stuff like that.
At risk youth.
So, yeah, man, that's what it was. I did that during the time that I seen you. And the only reason I walked away from it is because I had to kind of practice what I preach. So I was telling the young people at the time that, they got to chase their dreams, right? So I had to chase mine. And it got to a point where at that time I had become so popular of an engineer that it became inconvenient in terms of business to keep both jobs. So I quit both jobs, man. Even at Sedway, I think it was 2016, maybe. I could be wrong. 2016, 2015, somewhere around there.
I was there, well, from Sedway, I was like 2012 to 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, because I started in 2014.
Yeah.
So in 2015, I told my boss, I was like, I ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to chase it. And she respected it, man. She respected it. She, wished me farewell. Didn't want to see me go, but it was what it was. And shit, here we are now. Best decision I ever made.
We so far from it, man.
Mhm.
But let's go back a little bit back to the past. What got you into engineering?
I think, like when you don't have some shit, right, and you're a creative, like it make you innovate in a lot of ways. And so I knew I couldn't afford no goddamn engineer, bro. I knew I couldn't go to the studio. Like that whole time in my life when I started music around 13, like poor, you know what I'm saying? So I would make beats, I would write songs, but shit wasn't coming out how I was hearing it.
Yeah.
So I just hyper focused, bro, tunnel vision. During that time, it was still like CDs and shit. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm Unk now and shit.
Nah.
Big bro, I'm still big bro.
You still big bro,
Okay,
yeah.
33 years old. All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah. But during that time, man, I would mix and throw a mix on a CD, and then had to take it down to listen to the car, listen on the
car
radio,
test, yeah.
then hear like compare it with a song that I liked on the radio, and then take the whole CD back upstairs and mix again, burn.
So you were
CD.
teaching yourself by ear?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. YouTube University.
Okay. Yeah.
So them first mixes, if you ever hear them, they were ass. I'm talking.
Nah, no, you gotta have like a specific ear for that type.
Yeah.
No, it's not just something that just it sounds like no, you really have to listen to it.
Yeah.
I bet you it bugs you when you listen to like commercials or something like that. Like, oh, something's louder than the other.
Mm-hmm. For sure. One of the quickest ways for me not to really fuck with your music is not investing in your engineering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That's the first impression.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so as an engineer, like, I don't even like being put in a position where I got to explain to you why this doesn't compete.
Yeah.
Because that, to me, is like grade level. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to play this game, you got to play the game.
Yeah.
And it starts with having a professional sound. And, it don't always got to be gas station super clear, right? Teach Me How to Dougie was a low-key muddy mix.
Yeah.
And it was a fire record, you feel me? So it don't got to be the cleanest, the best, Grammy Award-winning engineer to have a clean sound. So I don't mean that, but you do got to have a clean sound.
No, yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember when I was still making music, like, that was always a thing where I would show people in the beginning, like, oh, this is my song. And they'd be like, this is you? Like, this sounds too clear. Like, this is like professional. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not recording this out of the closet. Like,
yep.
I'm really doing it.
Yeah. You ever get like people that tell you like, oh, this sound like a real artist. This sound like it could be on the radio.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, that's the goal.
Right.
Yeah. But talk to me about the early days of the gas station. I know, I think off camera we were talking about it. We were just like, I met you on your third wave of the gas station. Talk to me about the first two and then now the last two.
Yeah, man. Crazy part of the origin story, man. It all started in a house I was renting. It was a 3-bedroom home. And I turned the upstairs bedroom into a studio. So shout out to everybody who's with me since the original crib studio, man. It was some bullshit. I'll send you some pictures so you can cut that in there,
Yeah.
man.
I need to put it in.
But, we had bed toppers on the wall, man. USB mic at some point. Ooh. Yeah, it was wicked, bro.
The Yeti?
No, it wasn't a Yeti. This was before that, too. It was probably like a Rode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a Rode USB, man. Windows computer. You don't use no Windows computer on the studio no more. But I can't even really take credit for the name. And like my clients during that time were coming to the house and starting to say like, oh, I'm going to see Gas at the gas station.
Oh.
My nickname was there.
Yeah.
So people knew me as Gas, but they were the ones who were saying the
people
gas station. And once I heard like, 3 to 10 people say it, I just kept it, bro.
Gas station.
Yeah, I got to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So from there, to be honest, man, I think if the universe or God, whatever you believe, wouldn't have pushed me out of that situation, I probably would have stayed complacent, bros.
Why you say that?
So 2016, like this all happened fast, right?
Yeah.
Like from 2014 to 2016, I was like really, really getting in my groove as an entrepreneur. I was starting to see like the fruits of my labor, right? And so like this was a point where all my bills were paid for the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Through it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so now I'm living. I know I can make rent. I know I can count on a certain, amount of extra money, right? And so when you finally get to that point after being in, struggling for so long, having anxiety about entrepreneurship, like you want to get comfortable. I was just at the point where I can splurge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. So I think I would have stayed comfortable, but the owners of that house put it up for sale. Yeah, so I was already hearing spiritually, man, that I needed to move to the next location. That I needed to go out and invest in a building that was separate away from my home.
Yeah.
But like being comfortable, man, that's the greatest antagonist to growth. You feel me? And so I never really made the move. I think it was fear. I think it was, like I said, comfortability. But shit, I had to, because they put the house up for sale.
Yeah.
So I had to move. Was damn near homeless.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I kicked off, man. It was some crazy shit.
You think if you could have, you would have been engineering out the car?
Out the car?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't put it past you, man. I'm a hustler for real. What? I'm talking about humble beginnings, bro. I make shit happen for real.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe if I would figure out a way to plug the shit in. Yeah.
Well, tell me about opening up the one on Alexander, because that's the one that I got to know. Yeah. That's where I got my stomping grounds in sounding professional. Yeah,
so I saw the spaces, and I was kind of green. Like I didn't know about like commercial leasing and none of that stuff. But I saw this big ass number, man. It just spoke to me. I was driving past it one day, on the way to the Pearson. Yeah, I was driving to the Pearson, and I saw the number up there. So I called. I asked him. Went to look at the space. It was only like 500 square feet. You remember?
Yeah.
And they never had a studio in there, so they didn't know what to expect. Right? It wasn't actually built out to be a studio. We kind of just turned the office into a studio.
Yeah.
And then, since then, too, it's a lot of office spaces that have turned into studios, man. I'm not saying I was the first. I was definitely one of the pioneers, for sure.
No, you're a trailblazer.
For sure. But we had the one studio. It was like a smaller studio in the left room.
On the left side.
The lobby, right?
The right side was yours.
Yeah. So
room.
Before that, bro, the right side of the room was photography stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, photography and content creation. So I had the vision that we're living out now back then.
Okay.
But I didn't have the space or the execution to do it the way that I was seeing it in my head.
I think I kind of remember that, like very, very, very early, because I came in, I was 17. It was like the beginning of my senior year. And then I feel like there was like a white backdrop.
Yep.
Yeah, see? But it was very brief. It wasn't.
Yeah. So as I started to kind of study the camera a little bit more too, I started to understand, this space isn't really feasible.
Yeah.
For what I was envisioning. So instead, I'm like, the music is going way more. I'm gonna just make this 2 studio rooms. And then I had met Tiana. Right? That was my worst goddamn student ever. Best blessing in my life. Worst student ever, bro.
Why you say that?
What? Because Tiana is just so stubborn, bro.
Really?
She's so stubborn. It's like a blessing and a curse, because she won't give up on shit.
Mm-hmm.
She stand firm, right? When she knows something, she knows something. And, it's kind of hard to talk her out of something that she believes in.
Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? If anybody is going to be a unicorn like her, a female engineer in a male-dominated space, you feel me? It's going to be somebody who has that type of demeanor and disposition about herself. But at the same time,
as a student,
come on, bro. You don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At that time, I was already doing it. I was already, well into the bag. She just, boy, Lord have mercy. And it's your wife too. That's my wife too. But so it wasn't just student teacher. It would get personal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So she terrible student, but. That's the baby goat now, or some people call her the goat, man.
Yeah.
Some people call her the
goat. You the goat.
Yeah, man. So I ain't hating on her, man. I'm happy. And the money come to the same house.
Yeah. Keep it coming in.
Right.
But yeah, talk to me about opening that one. Like, I know you were like, I needed the feasible space, but like, you brought in so many artists through there. And I remember, like, I think, is that where you started the whole sign the wall thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started the Sign the Wall tradition at the first location. I think it was just new, man. Like having a sound like that, like two-tone. You know who two-tone is?
No.
So there's like 4 Mount Rushmore engineers, bro.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Maybe 5.
You're going to have to teach me.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it's 5. No disrespect. I forgot one, but gas station, right? I'm going to just say Tyler and Tiana is 1.
Okay.
Right? Two-tone. Legend, bro. He been doing this shit forever. He was one of the first ones, him and Pat. You know Pat? Sheesh, bro.
Your studio is my first ever professional studio.
Oh, yeah. You were 17.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, for sure. But nah, if you ask around in town, like in Vegas,
yeah,
Pat and Two-Tone were like one of the main ones out here.
Okay.
Dawson.
I heard of Dawson.
Yeah. So Dawson's like my generation. We came in together. Kenichi. And then Jeremiah too. So Jeremiah used to work out of the Palms.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay,
Jeremiah used to work out of Palms, and then he opened up his own spot too. So 5 or 6. Those are the main, names in the city as far as those who were really serious in engineering. And then, all these other generations started to pop up. So shout out to the young bucks doing their thing now too.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot easier now than it was back then. I remember being like 15, trying to find a studio, and the only one that was available was the Palms one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 15. I don't have a job. I don't got no money, no hustle. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get here?
Yeah.
And then 3 years later or 2 years later, I find out about gas station through fellow student, and then I started coming through. And I think that was a blessing. And then I heard in the interview you were like, man, these kids don't know how good they got it.
No, that's
and genuinely, like I knew, because I was recording like myself in my parents' like master closet, like put the microphone in between the codes and then send it over to the homie, see if he can mix it good. It's like a lot of my stuff was like really raunchy, but that's all I had. So when I got to you, I'm like taking pictures of the Neumann mic. You call it Neumann, or what do you call it? Neumann. Yeah. Okay. I'm taking pictures of the mic, like, Mike, this person used it, this person used it. I'm taking pictures of the soundboard, and I'm like enamored with it. Like it was like a surreal moment for me. It was like a fanboy moment, because I felt like a real rapper now.
That's what's up. And that's actually like, hella encouraging for me to hear too, because that was the goal. Like that's why I made it.
Yeah.
Bro, I was at UNLV off a football scholarship. Not really grades like that, I had good grades, but I was there because I was good at football.
No, you used the big ass word earlier. I don't remember what it was. When you used the big ass word, I was like,
no. So when I was at UNLV, I took music technology classes. They didn't have a major at the time, and so they would take us in the studio where our classes were. Bro, this is like a multi-million-dollar studio. That was like my first one that I seen. Like I didn't get to go to the Palms and all that shit like early in my career. Mm-hmm. And so seeing it is like, bro, I can't unsee it when I go back to the north.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I go back to the west side, like, and I'm around people who are making music, I can't unsee the shit that I see.
Yeah.
And so, it was important to me to create a space, but create it and optimize it so that I wouldn't have to charge as much. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, we just kind of like worked, I guess, upped our speed, you know what I'm saying? Upped our speed, upped our, the tools that we had in our bag so that it was less work on us, which means we can charge y'all less.
Yeah.
And so I believe, a lot of artists will speak up, in their perspective on whether or not it was worth it. It was, achieved. I appreciate you saying your sentiments.
No, yeah, and then even not just like, I feel like a real rapper, but I remember like recording something and Austin would bring you in to listen to it, and if I got like a head nod or like it's solid, I was like, boom, it's a hit, like it's ready. Like I think the feeling of feeling like a real rapper, and then the cosign from Gas, that's everything I needed back then.
Nah, man, he was gassing. No pun intended. He was doing your thing, man. I'm interested in hearing
both. I made
shit.
2 songs called Northtown's Finest. One just Northtown's Finest, and the second one Mr. Northtown's Finest. Both at your studios. different ones. The first one was Alexander.
Yeah.
The second one was the one you're at right now. So
For sure.
yeah, man. I don't know. It's the Northtown energy whenever I'm there. You know.
Are you from the north?
Yeah.
What part?
In the beginning, when I first moved to Vegas, because I lived in California. Like I was born in California.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's either between 3 to 6 months, then to Vegas 3 to 6 months, and then to Mexico for like a year. So I like to say, like, I'm 25 now. I like to say I was living in Vegas for 24 years.
Mm.
So in the beginning, it was like Walnut, Alexander, so like Northeast.
Yeah.
And then also like right there on the border of Pecos and Owens, those apartments right there, there. And then to right now, I'm not gonna say it on camera, but
type shit. Shout out all the Northtown babies.
love the Northern, yeah. Met you at Sedway,
Yeah.
a Northtown school.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Perkins across the street.
Yeah. Truthfully, man, I'm actually like a 50-50 baby.
Yeah.
I claim Northtown because that's where, like, I guess most of where I chilled the most. But my dad's side of the family is all West Side, bro, Vegas Heights. So our church was on the West Side. Like, there's a street, Laurie Street.
Yeah.
Like, there's like 6 or 7 Gastons that live on that street. My grandma's house is like the tallest tree on Laurie Street across from the church. She had like, what's it called? Like a pantry, like community pantry.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and my mom's side of the family is all in Northtown. So, like, all in the Donnas, all over that area. And then we grew up, first house was on Cary and Milkay. And we moved to Walnut and Alexander.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Woolley too. Did you go Woolley?
No, I went to Perkins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we moved there, and then from there we kind of just bounced all over the place.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to Canyon, but then ended up going to A-Tech. That's where I met Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, man. The roots run deep. In the north. But you keep going back to your time at UNLV, and then earlier you spoke about getting drafted from the Chargers. Talk to me about that, coming up from the north, getting drafted into the NFL.
Mm-hmm. I went undrafted. I'm going to just clear that up before somebody get on there like in the comments, he didn't get drafted. No.
They invited you, no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still go to, camps and go to the league without being drafted, for sure. So that was a crazy time in my life, man. Everything was moving hella fast. It was a very spiritual journey. I think my sophomore year, I already knew I wanted to do music. It was there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's crazy. I had this conversation earlier at the gym too. Like, it's extremely hard, bro, to just walk away from some shit that you've been doing like since 3 or 4 years old.
Building towards.
Yeah. And so I had already invested so much into football. And, I had people who invested in me to get where I was.
Yeah.
Buying me cleats and certain shit. And so
it felt like a betrayal or like a
low
letdown.
Key, absolutely, bro. So to walk away from football, yeah, it was difficult. Plus, I had actual chances. So, imagine that. Like, that's like a slap in the face for a lot of people who didn't have a chance and they invested in you to go to the NFL. So, needless to say, man, long story short, I balled at UNLV, defensive tackle. I led the team in sacks our senior year. That senior team was one of the first teams in like over a decade to go to a bowl game. That was the first winning season in like a decade. So, it was dope. It was a dope ass story. I sat through the draft. I had already talked to the Chargers, the Chiefs, a couple other teams, Ravens, Steelers. But San Diego was, the most persistent about the invitation. So, needless to say, I went to San Diego after the draft. I go there. I'm in rookie mini camp. Low-key balled, man. Evidence of that right there. Give you a playbook at the beginning of mini camp. I started making plays. They gave me 2 playbooks. You know what I mean? So I was doing my thing. Coach Don Johnson at the time was defensive line coach. He called me into the office after camp. He was like, Gash, man, I'm going to keep it real with you. He was like, man, I'm going to vouch for you. The coaching staff likes you. We love you on and off the field. But it's not up to us. It's up to the people upstairs.
Yeah.
And so he was like, man, best thing we can do is tell you to stay healthy. And if, a spot opens up, we got you. We're going to expect a call from us. So to me, that shit was heartbreaking. You feel me? I left my all on the field. You feel me? And so to hear that it was kind of about those who they had already invested in and not necessarily talent, it made it super clear and bold to me that this was a faith decision. You feel me? If I was to choose to continue to play football, I would be putting my faith in myself. Like, it's not guaranteed, And obviously it's not guaranteed, but it was just a little bit more prominent. So again, I was already football kind of had a bad taste in my mouth already. Pause. So when I got back to Vegas, I think I did maybe two or three training sessions with my trainer. I walked outside one day, man, and after training, I just called my agent like, bro, I appreciate everything you did for me. I think it's a wrap. I think I'm done. And he was like, what you mean? Like, we got Houston to go to. We got Canada. Like, nah, I'm good, man. I appreciate you.
Canada?
Yeah.
What's out there in Canada?
Well, Canadian Football League.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, man.
I had no idea this whole time.
Yeah, that's the next best thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't think there was like an option. I know there used to be like, what, XFL?
Nah, Canada's bigger than XFL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Sorry to interrupt you.
Nah, I mean, that's pretty much the story, bro. Like, I don't know how much about that moment you want me to talk about, but there was no turning back at that point. Like,
Yeah.
You can't, after you quit the league, you can't just run and jump back in the league.
Like, I'm sorry.
Right, so I had to make it make sense. I had no choice.
Talk to me about overcoming that mentally and spiritually. Like, we were talking about like feeling like such a disappointment or like a betrayal to the people who believed in you.
Mm-hmm.
How tough was that on you, and how did you overcome it?
About a year ago, I told my mom for the first time that I was kind of suicidal, bro, during that time. That was a really, really dark time for me. It's because, like, you put so much of your identity into something, and it's like, because you've invested so much into it, you don't really think about sometimes who you are, what you really want to do, like, what does it look like to get to the goal? Especially, I already put in 20 years, like 18 years or something like that, something crazy. And so I felt like a failure. I went from PJs, right? Like private jets, they take care of everything for you, back to my mom's house. Like that's a bum ass feeling.
Embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah.
Very embarrassing. And so like I'm looking for jobs and shit. Like how you go from the NFL to fucking Family Dollar and shit like that. It's such a, belittling situation to be in. And especially when you got to come back to people who didn't make it and didn't want you to make it. You know what I'm saying? And so there was always that pressure. And then after that, it was like a constant pressure of I made this conscious decision to do music. So every time music didn't go the way that I felt, it reminded me or made me want to think that I made the wrong decision. You feel me? And so like any opportunities in music that became a little bit more frustrating, like just reminded me that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, or, all of these dark, thoughts were kind of there. So I went through a whole phase where I just started watching football again.
I was gonna ask you that, like,
Yeah.
Since you played for the Chargers, like, is that your team, or
Nah,
did you
hell
have
no.
a team before that?
Hell no. They cut me. Fuck the Chargers. No.
That's real.
No, man. But I just
Barely.
I used to like USC when I got into college, right? Or before I got into college. But when you get into college, it's like how you root for somebody that's in the same position as you. That's kind of strange in a way. And so I feel like the NFL is the same thing. It's like I can't really have a team if I'm playing for the Chargers or some
Right,
shit like that. My team is Pittsburgh, by the way, but yeah, no, bro. So, I like the show. Yeah. I see you.
I had no idea. My guy over here, Ty, was like, I haven't seen those since Pittsburgh in 2010. Ooh.
Black and yellow.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So recently, so like what you say a year ago?
Yeah, man. She was like, I never knew that. I was like, I know, because I don't. What I'm gonna say it for?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, tell you my plan to get myself out of here.
No, especially like where we come from, like that just freaks people out.
Right.
It's not even just like, no, I understand, blah blah. It's like, oh, what the fuck, he tripping? Like,
Yeah.
is that why another factor as to why you didn't say nothing for so long?
Yeah, hell yeah. And I honestly, I didn't really know how to explain it, bro. Like, luckily, my coping mechanism was to work. So, like, anybody who knew me during that time, bro, they'll tell you I was a workaholic. I'm still kind of a workaholic, but, I'm married now. I got, I appreciate family more. I got a niece and certain shit. Like, so, I balance my time a little bit more. But when I was, single, like, really locked in right after football, bro, like, nothing came before the work. And when I would get, down or depressed, I'd go make beats. I would go engineer. And so, I guess, generally speaking, that's better for sure of a coping mechanism. But I wasn't celebrating birthdays because it's like, why I'm going to celebrate me being here if I ain't here for a reason? You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt. It was like, I ain't accomplished shit. I ain't getting shit done. So what the fuck am I celebrating for? And so, football is really, really dope. But at the same time, like, football will give you some bad, mentalities to have where you're taught to not celebrate the little things, right? Ironically, football is a game of inches.
Yeah.
That's a little thing, right? But you don't celebrate a play. You're taught to get your ass back on the line and get to the next play, like act like you've been here and all of that shit. So, I feel like that kind of carried over into, life outside of football. And so I think it was a contributor to my mindset during the time and making the depression even more. So, yeah, man. Thank God we made it through, though.
Nah, man, I'm thankfully you're here, bro. Because,
Yeah.
man, I don't know where the Vegas music scene, especially in the north, the west side, the more low income areas, just in general, Las Vegas. I don't know where we would be without you.
That's love.
And
bro.
I mean that wholeheartedly. This isn't just because you're here. The reason you're here is because I really, really wanted you here. I really looked up to you. And like I said earlier, like, if Gas said it's good, like, it's good. Like, I really looked up to you, brother. And, like, you have no idea how much you mean to me and how much you inspire me. That's why I said, like, man, I can't call myself Northtown Finest when Gas is right here.
That's what's up.
When he leaves this room, I'm back popping it. I'm back at it. But when he's here, tuck my tail, This is the real Northtown's Finest right here.
No, I'm gonna big up you, man. We can all be Northtown's finest. There's people outside the city, you feel me? They should know.
They should know. Well, talk to me about the current gas station studios. Talk to me about scaling the business.
Yeah. So we don't even call it a studio really as much anymore. The term we're using is creative development center. So 6,000 square feet of creative real estate, right? So the first move was about 2,500. We went from 2 studios to 3 studios, a podcast studio, and event space. That was dope. Really, really dope. It was like an old church before we moved in, and we just gutted it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was an old church, and then we just, renovated, made it look how we wanted to look. 2 years after we moved in, so that was like on the cusp of 2020. Then like 2022, I think 2023, something like that, we opened the film studio, and that was the first film studio in the history of North Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, so in terms of the city, that was the first of its kind.
You have like the seal?
Nah, man. And the mayor came and everything, like, oh yeah, like,
This is cool. This is cool.
Right. First film studio in the city, but
He's like,
yeah, I think that doesn't really surprise me though, because they've never seen it before. They don't know how to classify. They don't know how to where would they look for the research? you know? we ran into some issues when we first opened because they didn't know how to classify us as a business because we were the first.
Yeah.
So I think, all in all, it was really, really dope, man. We didn't open it with the intent to be the first.
Yeah.
We opened it because we didn't have the shit.
You always have those ideas like we were
Yeah.
talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Finally you have the facilities to work out your plans,
Yeah, hell yeah. So we built that that facility, built out that vision, with the thought of all different types of creators coming together and making magic together. I don't know how many times I can say this, man. Maybe I got to learn a few different languages, but we have to network laterally before we can successfully network vertically. So a part of making it right to the next level is people that are around you at the level you're at have to champion you. They have to say, "Oh, this is the person. These are the people you should listen to." Right? If your city doesn't do that for you, then why would California give a fuck about you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why would Atlanta give a fuck about your music if where you're from, somebody's not validating, what you're making? So that's a part of it. And for us in Vegas, a lot of us try to skip that step. Like you have to achieve and put your time in for the city to appreciate your music. You got to have at least a sub community of people who, you can or would define a following for yourself before you start going to other places. So, yeah, man.
No, I think it's dope. And since we're on that topic, can you talk to me about the events that you throw at the gas station studios?
Yeah, we throw a host of events, bro. Like some of them are ones that we curate ourselves, like the Cookout. That's like Vegas's battle rap league. So we kind of picked up the torch since A-Hat, which was like really, really big, right? Anybody who is familiar with battle rap, there's Smack URL. Oh, excuse me. Smack URL, right? And then everything on the West Coast from like Colorado on, Colorado to the coast was all A-Hat. So it was all like unified. And so pretty much we are considered the new A-Hat, the new generation. The Blueprint is dope. We do some open mics, or we're bringing the open mic back with some dope twists too, man, to be able to kind of help artists get some exposure. We do a bunch of different like entrepreneurship based events where we'll open the space up for vendors, artists, where it's mixed culture and people are allowed to sell whatever they bring to the culture. We've had everything from the mayor's election party there to everything, bro.
Yeah.
Listening parties, everything, bro.
So we're speaking on how you guys were the first to have a film studio.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about what it was like. I mean, it's pretty regular, to you. But to me, seeing it happen, like having Joyner, Lucas, and Future at the gas station, I'm like, bro, that's down the street. They're in the north. Like, this is crazy. Talk to me about that.
A lot of times I wasn't even, present. Like, a part of the business plan was, I guess, like growing, right? So that I can focus on music and film, right? While other parts of the business were still going. And so Tiana and Damien, those are my my teammates, my business partners, and they were the ones who actually
facilitated that.
Yeah, facilitated a lot of that. So we built everything together, but when all of those, a lot of those stars were present, they were the ones who were, providing the accommodations and making sure that everything went smooth. So I did chop it up with Joyner. I wasn't there for Future. I was there for Boosie, Juvenile, their whole little camp. Whack 100. Hey, we talked about a whole show and movie. Like, everybody's usually mind blown when they walk into this space. Who else, man? We damn near had, I wouldn't say everybody, but we had hella people.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we're talking about heavy hitters. I found this out, I think, maybe 3 a.m, something like that. My homegirl sent me a video and she was like, "Isn't this one song you used to play for us?" And the song you made with a good friend of ours, Near, in the night,
Yeah, that's a vibe.
got placed on. I think it was Baddies, right?
Yep.
Talk to me about that. Like, I think I was the first one to tell you.
Yeah. No, that's honestly that is regular, bro. So there, the placements
TV
are still
placements?
popping up. Yeah. So we actually had a writing team. It was 4 of us.
Mhm.
We would write like literally from I would make the beats, and then our team would write, and we bring in like an artist to either demo the song for us or kind of help us put it together. And then I had a homeboy that was working with a sync licensing company, and that's why it pays too to take care of people, man, treat people right. So he remembered from college, that I did music, and so when we graduated and went on into our separate lives, he got the opportunity, and they asked him,
Do you know
"Yo,
anybody?
exactly, do you know anybody who can get us songs for the library?" He said the first person he thought about was me. So that was a plug.
This is back to the lateral.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the benefit of marketing and business, and whether it's music in the indie world or as a producer or any entrepreneur, any of that shit, people have to talk about you in a positive way when you're not around. That's the key.
And I big you up every time I can.
Yeah. Well, I
You can
appreciate
ask
that.
these people. Every time I'm like, man, Gas.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sure you don't know what she look like, but if you ever run into my girl, she'll tell you. I've been in the car with her like, man, if Gas is like, man, I'm Northtown's finest, this is Gas, man. Like I'm telling you, bro, like this isn't even just because you're here. This isn't, I know I've told you passing the DMs, bro, you mean so much to me.
Pause,
I
bro.
can't.
Pause, bro.
Pause.
Bro. That's a pause, bro.
Pause. But when a man helps you so much from an adolescent age, to develop and become the artist and I guess performer that you are, you got to give him credit, bro. And I'm more about credit,
Yeah, hell yeah.
If there wasn't a Gas, I don't know where I'd be. Keep it G.
That's love, man.
Bro.
That's love. That's
love.
love.
And even like you weren't even my main engineer, but the fact that you provided that resource for me at such a young age, bro, I'll never forget that.
Shout out Austin, man.
Shout out Austin, man.
He was a much better student. Much.
And okay,
Yeah.
back to your compliments. I remember he'd come in like, Gas said I should start charging this much now, and we'd be like, oh fuck, like you're doing it every time, like every now and then. Gas thinks I should move up to this number.
That's
Gas thinks
up.
I should move up to this. Like,
I didn't know it was like that,
bro. I'm telling you, like no
that.
glaze. Pause. Like we really praise you. Like we look at you as like a Northtown goat.
That's what's
We
up,
look at
bro.
you as a goat.
That's what's
In
up.
general. So I'm telling you, like your words mean a lot to us, especially because we were so young and we're just like, holy fuck, like he's from where we're from and he's doing it like this. Like
Yeah.
it means a lot. I don't know if you understand that or no.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna take this time as a sign, man, to be, kind of vulnerable and transparent to people who watching. This is really good timing because, bro, this shit get difficult, bro.
Mm-hmm. No, I saw a video.
I make videos, man, and I talk, and I'm a playful person. I make jokes and shit, but
calling people ugly.
Of course, of course, you got to. Yeah, man, shit get difficult, bro. I think one of the most difficult parts about it is, when things do get hard, and you are like, at the top of the hierarchy, right, the pyramid, and a sole source in this ecosystem. That means that when shit's bad for you, you still gotta show up with a smile on your face because the people that are looking to you are looking to you for hope, inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Because they going through shit too.
Yeah.
So if I show up and I'm like, man, this shit terrible. This shit, it's bad. I don't know what we gonna do. What you think they gonna think?
Yeah.
And now it's like it's kids. You know what I'm saying? Kids who are I've convinced to put the gun down and pick the camera up. You know what I'm saying? To stop selling what they were selling before and start selling music, start selling your gifts, start selling beats.
Yeah.
So ain't no turning back now.
Yeah.
It gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that weighs heavy on me. I'll never forget that every day that I'm going to the studio. And it's times where, bro, like everybody's out of that motherfucker. And I'm there by myself, like just walking, thinking, and trying to, you know, come up with a master plan because shit ain't seeing how I, you know,
It's not lighting up.
Exactly. So yeah, it get tough. So you saying that, bro, and you know, all the youngsters out there that felt like I played a part, all the artists that felt like I played a part, bro, it mean a lot.
North Town's finest, man.
Yeah.
Try to tell you. I'm just saying. Well, talk to me about where you guys are at right now, and what are some future plans for the Gas Station Studios?
Yeah. So where I see it, man, we'll obviously continue to stay in the music space. That's the foundation. But I see myself filming movies, man. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
We're about to be Hollywood Part 2.
Yeah, for sure. And so we're in that space now. Already been behind the camera and directing and doing things like that. And it's kind of like producing, but producing in a different way.
Yeah.
And then now I feel like, you know, I don't have any reservations about it because I'm leaving so much of a legacy in Tiana. You know what I'm saying? Like she gonna take the torch and go crazy.
Yeah. It's good that you have that confidence. Like I don't even need to be here. Like my team got it.
Yeah, hell yeah. So
yeah, I saw that with when I went to Complex Con and I went to Marathon Burger and Black Sam wasn't there, and I thought that was so dope. Like he trusts his team. Like y'all go. He did show up the next day, but the fact that he just, you know, I'm gonna leave it up to the team. I know they got it, and they were out there handling it well. Like even when he was there, like you know, he's putting ice in the cups. He's smashing the burgers, doing this and that. Like there is no like hierarchy where it's like I'm the boss. I'm not supposed to be doing this shit. It's like, all right, you got this. I got this, and oh y'all good, everything good. All right, I'm gonna be over here. Like,
nah, that's fire, man. That's a real testament of a good leader. If I leave right now and everything go to shit, I didn't do it. I wasn't the best leader that I can be. I didn't leave the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? If nobody picks the torch up and they don't figure out how to keep the shit going, then bro, I was gatekeeping, and that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like even outside of the gas station. So those of us who have accomplished things, we need to be turning around and telling the next person where the door is, where the map is. And I feel like I've always been that type of person. It's not just about me. I'm super confident. I don't feel like your shine can, you feel me, like dull mine or anything like that. Like, yeah. Plus, I fucking hustle. You feel me? So, like, you going crazy just makes me believe that I can go crazier. You feel me? In a competitive and respectful way.
Yeah. It's motivating.
Exactly. I mean, and so I'm just happy, like, when I see people make it, because he human. He come from the place that I come from. He put his pants on the same way that I put them on. And so that means it's possible for me. And we all should adopt that type of mentality while at the same time being competitive, being accountable, pushing ourselves to other limits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like that too. Like, you know, once I enter something, like I want to go head on, be the face of it, or just really represent for it. I remember when I was deep into the music, I felt like I was doing everything I could. And then there was one artist that you could search up his name on Instagram and a sticker would pop up. And I felt like, oh, he ran a lap on me. And that made me feel like, all right, now we know what to do next. So now we need to go over here. Like, it's stuff like that where it's like, I don't take it as like, oh man, fuck that fool with the lame ass shit. Like, now I'm like, oh, that's so smart. Like, why didn't I think of that? And now it's my turn, you know? That's how I take it. Like, oh, okay, he ran a lap. All right, I'm gonna catch up now.
That's fire.
Yeah. I see you're on a different journey now. Especially since you dropped your old Instagram handle from King Gas to just call Gas.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. I see you're working with the youth more and more. Can you talk to me about the work you're doing now?
So, man, the handle, bro, like King Gas, like it just started to, as I was growing up and maturing, like, and all the stuff that I'm doing now, it was cringe. Like King Gas, like, bro, like it felt so self-righteous. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter like if I've done or accomplished anything. And then now people are calling me King Gas. You feel me? Like, and I'm like, bro, man, I'm Gas, bro. Like, I want you to know that we can be in the same, same place, same position. You know what I'm saying? And I really mean that. So it was super cringe to hear it. Like my family members calling me King Gas. I'm like, bro, I'm Tyler, gang. Like, come on, man. So I finally dropped it. Plus, I dabble in the political space. I'm not just an engineer now. Now I'm a voice for the creatives, right? So we go and we, lobby and we show up and speak on behalf of the creative community here in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We speak on behalf of young minority kids. So, the King Gas thing is just, I don't feel like I want to carry that with me on this journey.
Were you a part of the I guess the pushback when that lady was trying to silence the art district?
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? Because they're trying to build those luxury condos over there on downtown, like Main Street.
Mm.
And then she was like, "No, I want a noise curfew, a noise ordinance by like 10 p.m."
Nah, I wasn't actually a part of that one, man. I wasn't on the front lines for that one.
We won that one.
That's
the city
dope.
won that one thing.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's really, really dope. Cause she a hater for that.
Yeah.
Like, what, bro?
I know. Ain't nobody tell you to move over here.
Right.
And that's the main hub, like where the locals go.
Mm-hmm.
And you trying to kick us out by 10 p.m. It's like, man, it's by the time we're ready to, after getting home from work, showering, eating, all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk to me about your new work, because I see you upload these videos of you, I guess, talking to, is it a class or?
Bunch of different things, man. I was recently I was a keynote speaker at CSN.
Mm.
And so it was all college professors, my old high school principal was in the room, other administrators from all over the valley.
What high school did you go
things
to?
like that. I went to Rancho and DP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
NDP? Oof.
Mm-hmm. Eastside.
Yeah, I know. Shout out Eastside.
Yeah, man. So, it ranges, man. And like, whoever asked me to come out and speak, I get paid for them now too, so that's dope.
Yeah.
So whoever pays too, for me to come out and speak, I'll speak. But like I said, we're in that space now. We're teaching. We're looking to open up a school for creative kids with a creative discipline. So it just kind of comes with the territory, man.
Mm.
And I've accepted the fact that I say things in a cool way, an easily digestible way.
Yeah.
And like I accept that I can have an impact, and I acknowledge now, because I used to have like this imposter syndrome about it.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like I'm a humble dude, bro. Like,
very.
You feel me? Like I don't really like making shit about me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Brand, man. Shout out my boy. I don't really like making shit about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm an ambivert, which means that you really like an introvert, but when you're forced to, be in the public, you know how to handle yourself.
I think that's what I am.
Yeah.
Keep it G, because I sometimes, like, people think like, oh, you're just so outgoing, blah blah blah. Sometimes I hate it, or like hate having to do it. I know I have to, but there's always that like, all right, and then you do it.
Yeah.
It's never just like, all right, it's my turn. Like, let's go. Like, it's always like, all right, let me hype myself up or like calm myself down before I gotta do something, like breathing techniques and stuff, and then we perform under the lights.
Yeah, and then I got like ADHD too, bro. Like bad. So, I'm critiquing and analyzing shit all the time. So like to be in places with a lot of people, a lot of shit that I'm thinking about and conscious of, and it's
like, this could be better.
Heavy on the spirit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I like to really be by myself and kind of.
And that plays into your engineering, no? Like I feel like a lot of the times, like to find a good engineer is just to find somebody who actually like wants to see you grow. It's not just some dude that's just pressing play and record. It's somebody who's like, hey, say this like this, or that's not working. Try this. Like, talk to me about that. How do you, I guess, go about that?
It get tricky at times. The standard, the general thing is that we provide that. I think the gas station is actually confused. Well, Dawson and a few other ones too. Like we've confused the creative community to think that engineers are also producers. Like a lot of engineers just engineer. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not there to tell you, hey, do that shit better, or oh, sing this harmony. That's things that we do at the gas station.
Yeah, that fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause when I went to different places, I'm like, "Is that good?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "No,
Right.
no way."
And so, like, because we've been in this space and a lot of you guys have grown up with us,
Yeah.
right? Like, you think that that's normal. It's not.
No.
It's hybrid. It's very hybrid. So, for us, that's the standard. And so, getting back to the point, when artists feel like they know best, sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and let them think that.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes a tricky conundrum, right? Like when you need them to be confident in what they're saying, right? But every time you tell them something that is a critique, they lose a little bit of confidence, especially when they come into the studio and they respect our opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
So if an artist has trouble taking criticism, it's not much that we can do. You know what I'm saying? For the sanctity of or productivity of the session. Because I'm not finna sit here and argue with you for fucking $80 an hour. Like,
Do you pick up on that? Like, can you tell like when you're like, "Oh, okay, maybe let me."
yeah, I'ma chill. I'm gonna
Okay.
just let you have your moment. And when you're ready, right? Because we don't tell it just because we think it's our personal opinion. Like we beyond that point to where like we know how to give you professional critique, right? That's based on an industry standard and not let our personal beliefs roll into what we're saying, right? So like I don't like Lil Yachty type music, right? Well,
Which
actually,
one?
New Yachty, like New
I was
Yachty,
to
be kind
say.
of gassing a little bit.
I
I'm
was.
trying to think of somebody I really don't listen to.
You listen to Yeet?
No, okay, Yeet, right? Let's say I don't like Yeet's music. It doesn't matter. I've heard Yeat's music and I know what the goal is.
Mm.
So I'm the critiques I'm giving you are to be marketable in your own lane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not to
It's
be
not about like what you like.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that type of advice is like, all right, nah, like you're not giving enough energy. That's inarguable.
Mm.
You feel
Okay,
me?
yeah,
It's not nothing we arguing about here. Um, so that's where we are, like as far as the standard that we give. And again, bro, if artists just not trying to hear it and they feel like they know the right answer, what the fuck am I saying? I'm gonna just do my job and make this shit sound, make it sound crispy, like for sure.
What is something you would want to see out of more Las Vegas artists?
Mm.
You tell it to the.
Yeah, man. You know how like in the most non fucking Black History fucking month Fruit of Islam way. You feel me? Like you remember how Martin Luther King and fucking Malcolm X would say things like, "Bro, I feel like our people are lost, right?" Or I feel like I failed them and certain shit like that. I look at Vegas after going to LA and going to these other places and making music and being accomplished and reaching goals and collaborating with all of these different people who are successful and outside of Vegas. And it's like, bro, like y'all don't even know. Like we Vegas is a very interesting um dynamic, right? It's a very dog eat dog
Mm-hmm.
type of energy here, right? And I feel like it might have something to do with, just even the strip, you know what I'm saying? Like how the workforce is so competitive and everybody kind of doing their own thing to try to advance themselves. Like I feel like it boils down onto music too.
Well, these are these people's parents.
Right. Right.
You
And
know.
so those characteristics carry over onto the kids. And without
Yeah.
getting too sociological, like sociology and criminal justice teach us about this experiment, bro. And in this experiment, they had dogs in a cage, right? And the scientists would give food to the dogs, right? All of the dogs would eat normally, right? And then when they started to remove food, right, when they started to make resources scarce, that's when they started to see that the dogs would be more aggressive. They would start turning on one another, right? And so the conclusion from that experiment was that when resources are limited, it makes people fight to be the only one to have it.
Mm.
And so in terms of Vegas, because I believe because nobody's really made it from Vegas, or a lot of people haven't made it from Vegas, and we perceive that the resources are scarce or limited, we turn on each other. It becomes a I got to do it first.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as we start thinking like that, again, we not networking laterally. We not working together. We not collaborating. And that's a part of advancing in the career.
Is it just as bad to have the mentality of like, I got to do it best? Or is that a better way to look at it? Because there's a difference between doing it first and doing it best.
Right. I actually agree with doing it best. I think that that's a better way to think it, as long as like
You're
it's-
not putting people down.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can feel like you're the best. That you're supposed to. Shit.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be the best today, and then I'm gonna go crazy and be the best tomorrow.
Yeah.
You feel me? And now we just gonna keep one upping each other
The
until we
Randall
both like the
thing.
greatest fucking of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with that. I think the issue is that they're so focused on being the first that they not focused on being the greatest.
Mm.
Like they not taking the time to really critique the craft. And I think, you know, that's kind of holding us back. A lot of us don't even get outside of the city. We don't don't collaborate or go make music elsewhere.
Yeah.
And so seeing is believing, right? That's a part of it. But if you comparing yourself to other motherfuckers who never made it, like how are you? That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How are you even in the game? How are you even saying that you on your way to being
Yeah, yeah.
the next best thing? Where are you getting your sources from, your examples from? So, you know, a lot of us we gotta study the craft, man.
Yeah, because instead of reaching out laterally, we're butting elbows laterally.
Exactly. And then, you know, Vegas, we got some real hater. It's real hater energy, man.
Man, you telling me?
Real hater energy.
You telling me, man?
Yeah.
Well, when I met you, I knew you had a thing for a group called the Dipherent Empire.
Mhm.
Is that still around? Is that still a thing?
Dipherent Empire is still around. That specific label is not around.
Okay.
Yeah. So, man, it take a lot to run a label, bro. It take a lot. Like,
I remember because like I'd come in with Austin and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, we got to finish your session on time because Gas's artist about to come in. He's Different Empire." I was like, "What I gotta do to be a Gas artist? Like, I'm trying to get the time, blah blah blah." Like, yeah, I really wanted to ask you about that because even in the interview, shout out Mo, friend of the pod, outside of this, you said it too. Like, oh, shout out Different Empire, this and that. Like, just wanted to see where that was at right now.
Yeah, no, still shout out to Different Empire, man. We've definitely
The alumni
dissolved, you feel me? The record label aspect of Different Empire. But our actual LLC is called Different Empire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's DBA, the Gas Station Studios.
Okay.
Our nonprofit is called Dipherent Inc.
Okay.
So Different Empire was homebred. It was in the, you know what I'm saying? It was in the heart. It was the foundation for all of the different branches of business that were a part of the original vision. So the label was just only one part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's so frustrating about the label part. It's just all of us, I think we're young, right? Respectfully. And so like we were all learning.
Together.
And we had to learn how to mesh together. Like we were producing and writing for each other. We saw some successes, and then, you know, just over time, man, like people started to do their own shit. We weren't, you know, sticking to the plan from the beginning. And yeah, shit just fell apart. I just take it as like it was a season for, you know, and I learned damn near everything I needed to about that. And so I believe that it helped kind of give me the real tools on how to help artists. Yeah, because Caitlin Morrell was one of our
Yeah, I
our artists,
remember.
right? And she did like over 1 million streams and some more stuff, just straight indie. Those are songs that I produced and I wrote, engineered the whole thing from top to bottom.
Mhm.
And to see those songs like, go from nothing, right, to over 1 million and her touring and doing different things, like that's still a win. You know what I'm saying? You take the that and make it a lesson instead of just a L. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so it served its purpose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, speaking of purpose, can you tell me how important of a role is your marriage behind the business?
Behind the business,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shit. Honestly, I think it make me hustle.
Mm.
It make me hustle different. Like I don't have no kids outside of the kids I mentor. They still like my kids. Um, but when you got somebody that you love and you appreciate, right, and it's kind of like depending on you and your advice, it make you rise to the occasion. So I feel like I've innovated my hustle in a lot of ways to make sure that I'm supporting, my wife and being who she needs me to be. Also, patience, bro. Like, oh my God. When you get married, bro, you better have some patience, man. You better have some patience.
Nah, I know I'm already a father.
Ooh, yeah.
You
I mean,
know
that's
that?
yeah. No, that patience gonna really kick in when they teenagers.
Uh,
Yeah,
no.
but it was necessary, bro. Like
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
back on it, hindsight is always 2020,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And that was the patience I needed. I
To be
be,
able to grow.
to be able to grow, because no student now is gonna ever be as terrible of a student as Tiana because I've because I've already dealt with
Yeah.
Tiana, my wife, man.
You
So
seen it before. You seen it all.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But before we head out, let me ask my peoples over here if they have any questions for you.
Yeah.
The question is, what encourages you? Just saying it for the better audio.
Well, two things. Like, one, when you spiritual, you'll find a sign, right? In a lot of different ways, right? If you open to hearing, you gonna hear the answer.
Mm.
And so when I show up during times where I might be, feeling frustrated and shit, because my goal, my next step ain't happening in the way that I feel like it's supposed to be happening, y'all show up and say some shit like, bro, like I appreciate what you did for me when I was young. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who's up and coming asked me like, hey, what's your opinion on how do I get to this level? And then it gives me purpose, right? Because now I can answer from a true and honest place because I've been there. So even that alone says that there was purpose in everything that I did. And so, that honestly keeps me encouraged. And shit, sometimes you gotta learn, you gotta get really, really good at encouraging yourself. You know what I'm saying? When all else fails, whatever your music is, whatever your outlet is, sometimes you gotta lock yourself away and talk to yourself like you convincing somebody fucking else and really mean that shit. Because there's so many bad and evil energies around us and people that, fake friendly around you that's really preying on your downfall, that sometimes you got to be recluse with your energy and allow yourself to replenish yourself and to, restart and regenerate. So, encourage yourself and then keep living. Keep living. Like the answers to life are all here. You just got to be asking the right questions.
The question is, what is your biggest mistake and biggest advice as a business owner?
I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. But because I've bumped my head on this and I've seen, why I was wrong, I'll say that this is, you know, um, probably something I feel like I shouldn't have done. Um, the brand was based on me, right? The gas station people were so used to showing up to see me and receive the service from me that it was hard to branch out, right? And multiply myself because now clients didn't feel comfortable. They might have felt slighted, right? It's like, I'm leaving you with my next engineer. And it's like, bro, like, we built together. But in terms of business, right? You can't tie yourself to time. One, money and time should never be tied together, right? As far as your time. Because if you can only make money when you're in the seat and in control, then now there's a salary cap on what you can charge. Versus if the service was never about me personally, but it was about the experience, it was about the quality of the brand and not gas the person, then it didn't matter who was in the chair. Now they're paying for that service. You know what I'm saying? But because I started off as a solo engineer and I started off with only a team of me, um, it just kind of worked out in that way. But now I got to go back and duplicate myself. I got to teach this person how to be this version of me and teach this person how to be this version of me. And it's almost like raising kids, like you know what I'm saying. And until all of those different moving pieces are, you know, I guess mature enough to run on their own, then I won't be on my way to wealth like I want to be. So it's very, very important that um, you give yourself room to scale in business for sure. Yeah.
Did Gas ever find mentors?
Hell yeah, two tone. Bro, I was on YouTube and I was doing everything from my perspective, right? Learning everything in my own pace and not really, again, comparing myself to other people. I was invited out by a friend of mine to a studio session with Two Tone. These are people who were doing it before me, right? I didn't know what to expect. He was the first person that I seen really like moving hella fast on the the engineering tip. Come to find out, Pat, like I said, was doing the same thing, a white guy, right? And they weren't just being a normal engineer. They were giving the constructive criticism and all these other things. So I always say Two Tone was definitely a mentor. Like even if I didn't even ask him to, I was studying everything he was doing. And, we good friends now. And I tell him, like I saw everything I needed to see to turn me up as an engineer. Also, I'm still connected with my instructor from UNLV. Um, I was already kind of like well on my way to in engineering when I got to UNLV. But one thing that was very important and different was the fact that now I learned uh, to work with different races, not just our people. And so when you do that, that's good for business because you can't just count on the black dollar. You can't just count on the Mexican dollar, right? Like you got to know how to work with all different walks of life. And so he taught me how to really make it professional. Yeah. That's so fire, man. I'm so happy about that, bro. Cause the way I met Akira, we have a program called the Creators Club, and it's for youth who we're dealing with something at school, and you get referred to this county program, and the county program sends you to the best fit as far as a mentor, and so we like some of the only ones who mentor you and use connect with the youth through things that they actually love doing. And Akira came in, she was talking about she did music, and all types of kids talk about they do music, but she was fire. You know what I'm saying? She's really a star for real. And so during that time that she was with us, we got an opportunity to produce that album. She got a chance to work with both me and Tiana. And I think that that was a hell of a head start. I want to figure out a way, and I'm still trying to figure out a way that I can still work with her, um, like more personally. But to be honest, man, I don't get a lot of free time that's not competing with money or other things that are also a priority in my life. So situations like that kind of kill me, man. It make me like, damn, why am I not wealthy yet? Because I can put her and other fire ass artists that I really really believe in a scenario where all they have to focus on is music. Because she and a lot of other ones that I like around town, fucking AnVe, right, can really make it in music. It's just certain things that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's hella dope, man. That Akira, man. Shout out to Akira OG. I'm so fucking proud of you. You keep doing your thing, all right? You stay out of trouble, goddamn.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming, guys. But before we leave, we're always on the subject of hip hop over here. Let me ask you: is this the worst year of hip hop
Word.
commercially?
It can't be, bro. It can't be the worst year. We had a whole hip hop cipher that had Lil Yachty, that had who all was in that? Kodak Black.
Oh, you talking about the 2016 XXL?
That shit was ass.
No,
I mean, they better now, bro. They better now. But that double
At that
XL,
time,
that double XL freestyle,
that was amazing, bro. G Herbo, Dave East by themselves. Okay, that was the same class. That was the same double.
G
XL.
Herbo just learned how to rap on beat. Hey, I fuck with G Herbo.
He
though.
did,
Don't
though.
take
He
this
did. I give
again,
you
bros. Don't.
One of my favorite songs is "Write Your Name," and he's so off beat. And then he's doing it fast too.
Yeah.
That was like my trouble with him. It was just like he was never on beat. But back then he was gassing. Lil Uzi, 21 Savage, Yachty.
Damn.
Who else?
Nah,
Who else was in that
might
one?
Be right, man. That still was.
And Anderson .Paak, Denzel Curry.
Damn. All right, man. You ain't got to yell.
I tell you, I remember I remember just being like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, this is amazing. Because I was 15, 16 when that came out. So that was like my era, my generation. So I remember hearing the hate head on. And now years later, there's TikTok memes about like, they'll take a baby and make the baby face the screen and show them the double XL freestyle. Like that one specifically, like teaching them right. Like, stuff like that. Like, I don't know. So when stuff like that happens, I feel like ahead of the curve because I love that era. But I understand, because I feel like you probably came up from a more conscious era, or not even conscious, but you had the greats, You grew up on like a 50 Cent, a Lil Wayne mixtape era. Like,
yeah.
We had Lil Uzi and like
Young Hold on now. I mean, we got Kendrick. I had Drake. Drake, bro. I can't tell you how important Drake was to my upbringing.
Really?
Yes.
Talk to me about that, especially because
what?
He's been exiled out of the West Coast.
Exile? How can you exile somebody that's a rap god? Like, he's omnipresent.
I mean, ask Kendrick. It's not me.
Man.
I ain't say A minor.
I hate this too because it make me feel like I got to choose between homeboys. Like,
yeah.
You feel me? You know how your homeboys getting a freely phase? Like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with him, but that's still my partner. You feel me? I'm finna help him out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. Damn.
Commercially, I'm not talking about like, oh, I don't like this song or this song. Like, we were talking about it this year. I didn't really feel like there was a song of the summer.
I feel like there's a lot of angles to answer that question from, though. Because, like, in terms of talent, I would never go back and fucking listen to Curtis Blow and shit. So hip-hop has always been better as far as I know it.
No, I know. I'm talking about sales-wise. The worst year in hip-hop sales-wise.
Actually, it might be.
There's, like, good music.
It might be, yeah. Because, like, I think, first off, music is evolving and how you sell music and monetize music is changing so much that it's kind of hard to make money.
Yeah.
This ain't the time where you can come straight out the trunk with the disc and the CDs and shit, and now every dollar count. Like, this ain't that. Maybe we need to get back to that.
You think so?
To reset this whole shit.
Well, there's no CD players anymore, I'm not gonna say what car you came in here, but I don't think that one comes with a CD player.
Yeah, no, Teslas don't got no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they don't got no CD player.
We with gas over here. We burning shit up over here. We burnt out over here with gas.
Damn. Nah, I feel like you can still sell something.
I think we need to get back to the basics.
Yeah.
As far as like marketing, like, put yourself out there, have your own style, present it well. But as far as like, I don't know. Because I remember looking at the Billboard charts and I think the first 9 is Taylor Swift and then Youngboy is number 10. Which in reality, Youngboy is like number 1 in hip hop right now.
I mean, what statement is being made by that truth though? Like, Taylor Swift pop music is always bigger than rap.
Yeah.
Sometimes, actually.
I mean, Roddy was competing with Justin Bieber back during the pandemic for the box.
Yeah.
It was either the box or Yummy. And we won that one.
That's fair. That's fair. I think it's pop music though. It's like it transcends amongst, among other genres. So it has a bigger reach.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for hip hop to.
So we bring up Drake. So is Nokia a pop song?
The pop song. He's a pop star, bro. He's no longer.
Okay, so we had another pop versus rap battle last year.
Kendrick is a pop star too, though.
Yeah. Okay. Damn was like a pop
bro. Like he's not just a normal rapper no more.
No.
Yeah.
So you think so? Worst year for
low
hip-hop?
Key. Yeah, it might be. You might be right, bro.
Trying to tell you. And this
bro, never mind.
No,
No,
because
you
look,
almost got me, bro.
No, because look,
bro, that Curtis Blow shit, bro, that shit was ass, bro.
Who?
That basketball is my favorite sport. That shit is ass, bro.
Nah, but
that shit is
I don't
terrible.
know. I feel like this year, I found myself listening to more underground music than anything, and not even just underground. Because I know when people think underground, they think of like a Hobson or like a Tech Nine or nothing. But I'm talking about like artists that are like hood famous. I'm listening to like a AFM Peso. I'm listening to a Big Sad. I'm listening to Devour. I'm not. No disrespect. I'm not listening to Tech Nine or Hobson or nothing. But like Aruchi, something like that, where it's not like I can't play this at a party and like expect people to know this. But I'm also like, I'm not bumping that G Herbo every day some new shit. That's not me, I this year I really found myself listening to more underground music than more mainstream music. And usually I'm trying to find whatever's the hottest, like the newest, the hottest. Like I'm listening to this 3 months before you discover it. And I feel like this year it's been really slow for me. My playlist has been pretty played out. I'm more on YouTube Premium, downloading podcasts, getting ready for the next day,
Damn. I never even really paid attention to it like that. Like, I just naturally haven't been really listening to a lot of music right now, which is ironic because I listen to music damn near all day, right? Like engineering and shit.
Yeah.
But in my own time where I usually, digest music, bro, I'm like studying and shit now. I'm doing like micro learning. Like for the first time, I'm like lifting weights to YouTube videos that are teaching me some shit. Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
I'm on some R&B shit.
Okay.
R&B is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Like low key, this
Kehlani.
I was about to say all of like the studs or the gay people, like they going crazy right now in R&B.
I was talking to that about my girl. I like the studs that make music because like they like girls too.
Because like K1, Kehlani, right?
So it's like more relatable. Yeah.
What? I said, damn, who let the studs come out of the studs going crazy.
Nah, like Folded is a hit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hit. Kehlani got one. Fire. And then she's bringing up this artist from the Bay. They did a remix to Tell Me When to Go. But they kind of made it like this like love song where it's like, tell me when to go, my shawty. Like it's fire. It's fire. You gotta listen to it. And Kehlani did her thing. Like it's a good year for her.
Damn.
She's doing it up. But it's back to, I think the women got it right now, I think last summer or the summer before that, it was the Sexy Red summer. This is like when she's coming out.
That's a bad time in hip hop. Curtis Blow gonna bring that up. He be like, how dare you when y'all got Sexy Red?
Yeah. Because I mean, she went from what do you mean, Brown to being on the Drake album. Coming from that, and then I think the next year, Glorilla.
I actually like Glorilla though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this is like the women era of hip hop right now. Like they got it. They got it in a chokehold. Right now the men are struggling to pick it back up.
That's fair. Yeah, I think I can agree with that.
Trying to tell you. Well, Gas, thank you so much for coming. It was an honor to have you here. I hope you don't think I was just bigging you up for no reason, man. You mean a lot to me. And I can't thank you enough for coming over here and blessing us with your time. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at. Tell them about what you got going on, where to find you, and yeah.
Yeah, you can find me at the Gas Station Studios. Live, sleep, eat, die. No, I'm just playing. Just call _gas on Instagram. The Gas Station Studios LV on Instagram and Google. Google, man. I'm on gasstuff.com.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Real Thing Podcast presented to you by the Creative Genius Studios. I'm AnVe, aka Mr. Northtown's Finest, with
Mr. Northtown's Finest.
Yes, sir.
Gas.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.